bit late, and I apologize to the rest of you. Mike Venezia, head trader at Tradeview Markets. Wow. VIX actually at the lows, stocks doing well. I'll give you a screenshot of what's going on here while I dissertate, okay? One day doesn't make a reversal. NVAX, okay? Hottest stock on the board. Day of rest, huge volume. You know, when NVAX has a range from 14 to 18, and it pulls back like 20 cents, 50 cents, that's a strong stock. For those that are aware, stocks are breaking new monthly or yearly highs right there. NVAX is one of them. GH, another one of them. The Lego stocks, GH, breaking new highs out of bear flags. You have to have these queries, your queries to let you know what's going on. It's hard to catch everything. I mean, let's look at Kava acting well. BROS out of stage 2, breaking higher. NVIDIA, self-explanatory. Here we go, on its way up to what, 1200? Not even overbought yet. All right, stocks are moving this way. McCrowd, CRWD, the best of breed cybersecurity stock. You have to be aware. Kramer mentioned it. Everybody on the message boards was talking about it last night. And I apologize. This might not be exactly to do with CrowdStrike, maybe more emblematic about the market in general. Tony Pistachio, welcome. CRWD, let's see how it closed. Let's go right into here. Tradeview Markets, which sponsors TradeGATEHub. A couple of good calls last night. Look at this, the relative strength of industries. Go over this a little bit, maybe a little bit sentimental. Help you out a little. HPE calls. Anybody that's familiar or that follows TGH, HP calls in the top 10 all year. It is in the fund. Everybody should know that. I didn't split the atom. I'm not selling it. Matter of fact, it's much, you know, this HPE in the fund, although I did sell it near the high, it's much like a Walmart chart to me. You know what I mean? It had the nice gap up. It's got to rest a little bit, although HPE is a little bit in the Dell sector. Dell hurt HPE and vice versa. So let's see what happens there. Also, back to TradeGATEHub. NVO. Major fund for TradeGATEHub, Trading Markets. CCL was good. Okay, what's doing today? You know what? Let's look at this. This is the menu. CVAC. Let's look at most active on the day. Let's look at, how about this? Let's look at percent gainers on the intraday. And we wanted stocks that at least are trading as a left 1130. Let's say we want them to at least be trading. I want them to at least be trading 500,000, but for all intents and purposes, let's go. We want the minimum volume so far today to be 300,000. What's up? WK Stitch Fix had earnings, short squeeze. DDD, NVAX brought up already. VRNT we brought up. GME we brought up. Puma, HPE, UNFI, Ollie, basement bargain stores. Here's Ollie. You want to talk about something following Walmart? There's another one on Ollie bargain basement stores. You don't want to be wrong there. Has room and it's got the move in it. Ollie, beware. Barbie. What else we got here? The CYTK bounced on news. Label, I said, is acting well. CRWD brought up BROS. Woof. RVNC. I'm in that. All right, let's look at percent losers on the day as rotation starts to be a little more prevalent again. Percent losers intraday. MLGO, yesterday's high flyer, gave it all back. Not surprised. So some of the low floaters that have been acting well, pulling back. SGMT, FSM, MLGO, CF. That's a stock that I have to watch. Something happened here, and I didn't have time to see what happened with CF. The grains. Let's go to MOS. I looked at MOS. In trouble. Let's look at ADM. In trouble. This ADM might be interesting. This had the gap on like some fraud speculation. ADM might be interesting. Let's look at Wise Guys are doing very quickly because we're going fast here. Share. Let's go to the Jesus feed. Walmart bearish, IWM bullish, ARM, the stock of the day. And you know what? This ARM's been acting very well. Above all the moving averages, day of rest goes with the NVIDIA group. Even SMCI broke out of that triangle to a degree, but it's got some resistance at all those moving averages. The 10-day, the 50-day, and the 21-day. Okay, this is what exactly is going on right now. growth scare has come out of the market this morning as the VIX breaks lower. Go to our main screens, go to TGH, watch our videos this past week, and you'll get a little bit handle of what's going on here. Our red YouTube icon, Coach probably already garnered more videos. You might want to see what's going on in the dollar with Coach. Very important. Good Coach trading the dollar, or at least navigating the dollar moves exceptionally well. To no surprise, but dollars, it's a macro market at this point. Okay. Cisco, Fizzler, Marvell, Fizzler. What's wrong with that? Fizzler, best of breed. SLR. Incredible. Okay. Let's look at my Twitter feed. Mexico peso, Bitcoin, NVO. Everybody's leaving. Larry, how could you not be long this NVO? Lewis, I know you're even in this. This is a fun long. This is brilliant, NVO. It's the Lilly, the weight loss drug, NVO. Give me right here, right? Even right at this new high. See what held this new high previously? 135 strike price. I bought it yesterday at 137.5. It is what it is. I'm not going to micromanage it. Let's go at the top performing funds today. That'll give you a little example as well what's going on. Brad Schultz is in my Twitter feed. So what's working best today? Generic, biopharma, label, semis, India bouncing nicely, UNG, natural gas, XBI, bios. What's weak? We'll go to my boy Brad. Not yet. Top stocks, HPE, CRWD. We brought up the first two already. VIR, NVAC. So, our job at TradeGATEHub is to bring you what's moving and why. Cores, I had a nice trade in this. This was a nice overnight. The dip the buy on core still has room. Look at the other cores. This is nice. This is going to go higher. Weekly on cores. There's it acted well. They try to do the dip and rip. Mike V was buying more cores here, 633. And there it is at 7. Cores needs to clear 7. Had huge offers at 7. Watch cores. It could be a late day mover. Move's not over. HPE. ESMC. By the way, for those that that just go to the room and don't really know that much TGH, you don't want to know what's going on. Just go to the stocks, the stock tab. You want to look at how about this? Let's look at top US gainers on the day, and we'll go to percentage change. That's all you do. You can pull it right up on here. Charts. Great job with the team. Still acting very well. CVA, Humana. Rev is longest one though. Rev Shark is longest HUMA. Good chart. All right. Also, you can go to Forex. What's going on in Forex today? Huge example. All right. You can go with the percentage change, what's moving the most, what's moving the majors. Crypto. Want to know what's moving crypto? Crypto tab. There's no even need for Yahoo Finance. You want to know what's moving in crypto today? Hold on a second. Going too fast again. Market movers. Commodities. There they all right there. Great job. All the economic calendars. We can go to, once again, you open up a demo account, live account, red YouTube button. Gives you all our videos in succession, as well as our guest speakers who garner thousands of views. David Hunter, 13,000. Francis, 3,000. Good job, Coach. Coach bringing in the guest. High-level guest with high-level opinions brings high-level action. Birds of a feather flock together. That's what my parents always told me. This is true consumer discretionary, staples, real estate, utes. Banks overall. Here you go. It's very simple. Banks not participating. Let's look at percent gainers. 15 minutes is something. GME, look at this thing. ASNS. This is interesting. ASNS. All right, so this is what I see here. Normally does 300,000, already did 150% of its volume. I'd like to see it have more volume. I'm not gonna lie, but this is the chart. ANS says the dip and the rip. Now it's going to the higher. Here's the daily. It's got it in it. Unfortunately, it has a 94 RSI, so the move might be over. Apple bullish. They're going into Apple. Oh, God, who knew? Who knew? You know that who knew? Coach knew, because Coach was shorted. Q was hitting new highs. Coach was shorted. Look at our videos, and we're all believer of option feeds because options know more than most people. Uh, and Coach said it all the time. He said, I mean, he was shorted from what, like 190? Thought it was going to 150 or something. And then the options, just like the TLT we told yesterday, then the options came in covered, actually double covered as the Qs are hitting new highs. Here's the chart on the Qs. There's the daily on the Qs. You want to step in front of it? I don't know. There it is. Amazing. And you know what the Qs are breaking high like this? Obviously, Apple's helping. But you have Google, which is actually better than most. Microsoft was finished a week ago. Microsoft was going to the 200-day a week ago. Now it's both lagging. Anti-VIX approaching sell signal. So for those that are long on the Jesus feed, the sell signal means you might want to take a little bit off, buy more in a dip. I'm not necessarily saying short and rally, but you can take some off here. Have any questions? Please give me some questions. Cores. What's moving? NVAX. Again, NVAX, my God. NVAX. Don't trade on RSI. Coach, you know what? Coach reminded me about this. Sometimes I do trade on RSI daily. But if you're going to go to something like a weekly RSI and try to fade something, or maybe even piece out of something, you know, when you have a weekly RSI of 87, God forbid the RSI hits like 90, from a weekly RSI of 87 to 90 could be a difference of another 10%, another $2 in NVAX. Don't do it. Amazon calls. They're bouncing this rat bastard. All right. They're probably just playing intraday moves instead of laying out, you know, all those that money in Amazon. NVAX really going. Percent losers 15 minutes. I'm not in it. Qs hitting highs. Unilever. Okay. Most active is the most active. We'll leave it there. Everybody has to know their plan from here. The Qs are hitting high. Banks are not participating. Oils are just not participating. From what I understand, go to my Twitter feed. I think I posted this morning on GLD. GLD is trying to hold a 20-day. See what happens. Coach probably gave a better situation of what's going on in the early video. So I'll listen to him. AMD breaking high. Here's the chart on the Qs. Beware. That's all. Beware. With the banks, City, breaking down City. This is healthy. Okay, this is not an all-in greed situation. When you have Citicorp doing this, when you have Exxon doing this, when you have Chevron doing this, you know what I mean? There's other way. I mean, it's not a euphoric market. It's not. I mean, I understand where the VIX is. There's a ton of complacency. I understand, but it's not like the whole board is green and they're carrying everybody out or any sectors. I have some losers too. I'm always mixed, but the moves in this market here are allowing me to, you know, to make money on the long side or whatever way, and then to take out, you know, some of my losers. Maybe they pop, and I'm able to maneuver. It's not like I'm just caught on one side, off sides, and then it just got to pull the massive liquidate button and it just exacerbates a move one way or the other. You know what I mean? You got to move. Riot. Why did this thing pull in? Look at Riot daily. Now you want to talk about Bitcoin at 72,000, 71,000. This is the chart on Riot doing the opposite. Matter of fact, right here, Riot was going up and Bitcoin was nowhere near 72,000. I had a ton of Wolf overnight. I had 70,000 Wolf overnight, and it's still near the high. I did sell a lot of Wolf near the high. I had 70 of it. I'm not going to lie. CCL, Snowflake. Again, they don't want Snowflake was the former best of breed cloud stock. Snowflake is doing this when Microsoft is doing this. Unity Software is doing this when, let's look at Okta. Okta is doing that. Just amazing moves. Look at CLS, former big mover, pull back a little bit. Oh, IWM. So you know what? They may be resting a little bit. They're going to come to Mega, and it looks like to me some Dow stocks. I'm not going to lie. Taiwan Semi. There it is. Semis. Amazing Taiwan Semi. It had this stuff 4 days ago, 147, $20 higher on the dip. Looked like it was in trouble. That's why everybody had a plan. Everybody was waiting for the 50-day. They never, ever, they meaning the markets, very rarely, if ever, give you the perfect fastball or meatball setup. You have to get in there somehow. Because if you're waiting for the perfect entry point, you never get a perfect entry point. And even if you do get it, saying never, you'll probably never get a perfect exit point. So start somewhere. You know what I mean? Intel popping back. Planeteer was taking calls all day yesterday too. Was positive. There's Planeteer. All right, so we'll leave it at that. QQQs, VIX, Q's high, Lulu, crude can't hold that bounce, which is bullish for the rest of the market, if you will. Rotation is prevalent. Here's the Jesus fee saying crude can't hold the bounce. All right, bullish for the rest of the market. Listen, I'm not saying that they might, reverse. I mean, obviously the crude is having a little bit of maybe support here. What you don't want is for them to sell the strong stocks and the weak stocks stay weak, and then it's going to turn to an all red screen. So I guess we're back to stock picking. Plenty to do. Stocks like this acted well. MGNI. I didn't look at this. It was in my notebook. I wonder if it worked. Does it look good? And I have it highlighted, moved late. I didn't look at it. Fact. MGNI. It did work, MGNI. That closed at the high too with volume. All right, I'll leave it there. Mike V. Take the second shower of the day. Go walk Tony P. UPS bullish. Natural gas at the high. Natural gas was negative, wasn't it? Natural gas was down 6% yesterday. Ugh. Oscar. IBIT breaking high. Bitcoin breaking high. IBIT, the Bitcoin ETF at the high. UPS, US, this is what I see now. Ride with it. Right here. Do what you want. Q's hitting new high. DXY, VIX at the lows. Bitcoin's near the high. Natural gas near the high. Crude lows. Silver and gold highs. Play the rotation. Don't let your trades turn into positions. Start small. I know the VIX is low, and there's not going to be many reversals as of now. But don't get caught off sides. It's just it's kind of getting there. Invax also acting very good. We'll see what happens. Mike V had been in the room all day. Price action, range, volume, sentiment. Coach always with macro. Great trades on usually the stocks that are more widely held, if you will, more S&P 500 stocks, I'd say, for Coach. I play with that, what's ever moving, and we'll move it from there. So Mike V, as we will sign out from Tradeview Markets, which sponsors TGH. I'm here all day. Cheers. Have a plan. I'll try to do better the next time. Always posting earnings upgrades, Wall Street Research, TGH all day long. Questions, comments, complaints are welcome. I got thick skin. We're just trying to help as many people as possible. Cheers, Mike.